Divine Spirit and gracious Creator, we are all here to open ourselves up unconditionally to your divine assistance and continued direction. As well as receiving your healing and your guidance, we are fully open to and ready to receive and notice signs and blessings. We are truly grateful and thank you. Amen. Please settle your minds and focus on your crown chakra. And when you are ready, open it for Spirit to supply you with its source of energy. As it enters your crown chakra, allow it to rebalance all your chakras, starting with the crown chakra, moving on to the brow chakra, down to the throat chakra, and then on to the heart chakra, working its way down to the solar plexus chakra, further down to the sacral chakra, and down to the root chakra. Allow the spirit energy source to visit all your minor chakras to maximize our potential in this circle. Let the energy settle in your body, and when you are ready, move your focus back to your heart chakra and start linking with all of the members of the circle unconditionally. Set your intentions on the task that we agreed, please, to maximize the ability to make links to spirit that we need to achieve. We have come together on the earth plane with the purpose of receiving answers to our questions this evening from our spirit guides and advisors that are happy to link with us. I'd like to start introducing members of the circle tonight. My name is Adrian. Tonight we have Catherine, Pam, Neil, Chris, Elaine, Sue and Donna. I would like to welcome all members of the Spirit Circle and thank you for believing in us as we try to lift our energy levels sufficiently to enable you to bridge and make contact through our mediums. We are focusing and offering you the opportunity to link through us. Please link directly through your choice of medium, and if more than one spirit is happy to, link through another medium at the same time. Please do so. Where possible, we would appreciate confirmation that we have achieved the link. As we try to lift our energy levels in our own circle, and with the help of our own guides and other spirits, we look forward to making the connection to the Spirit Circle. When we have achieved that, would you please confirm that you are ready for questions to communicate with us, please?
Relax and focus on the flame. You're all sitting in a circle, visualize that. And share your love from your heart chakras from one to the other. And pass your energy to your left hand to the adjoining member of the circle.
Hello there.
Hello, good evening.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Thank you for joining us this evening.
It's a pleasure. I have to pop along.
May I ask your name this evening?
Mr. Hill.
Mr. Hill,
Yep.
welcome.
Thank you very much.
Have you blended enough with Chris?
I have done. I'm here. lovely. Pleasure is all mine.
And when was the last time you was on Earth with us? Would you be able to tell us this?
I passed away in 92.
Oh, not long ago now then.
Not long at all, no. Just a decade and a bit.
Would you be able to give us your experiences for that life? Any advice?
My life, full of fun, full of laughter, full of jokes. 20 years ago, it was all fun. Never married. Had a lovely lady and 2 children. And I was in showbiz, you see. Singing, acting.
Was this on stage or the TV?
All of it. TV, stage, everything. Glitz, the glamour, the fun, the music, the laughter, the love.
Did you manage to travel a lot?
Well, most of the time it's just working in London. That's where my show was. I was there from the age of 16 and never looked back. Grand lights, grand shows, just fun. Hard work though, but fun.
What were your favourite shows to do?
Well, it's my main show is the Benny Hill show.
Oh, do excuse me. I forgot about that. I should have remembered. I was only watching that the other week.
Yeah, I know you was. And you smiled.
Would you like to answer some of our questions for Spirit? Or
Yeah, I can answer some questions. I'm still new to all this here.
okay, then I'll ask you. When you first passed to Spirit, how did you find that?
Well, it's step from the dark to the light. It was lovely. I had my mum, my pa, lots of friends there waiting for me. You could hear the people I left behind. They're very confusing for the soul. But there was a lot of love all around.
So when that had gone through, did you then have to move on to any of your, how do they call it in Spirit? Review your life?
Well, when I was there, it is a reflection of life that you bring with you, and it seems to be there for one to learn. And share it with all the loved ones that you meet who you lost.
Do you find yourself ever wanting to come back?
I feel at peace here. And couldn't do the same life as I had. So I feel to stay here and help is my journey.
Did you have any perception of what passing over might have been? And has any of that been true?
Well, I always thought when you passed that was it, but how long was I? It's like your body's sleeping forever, but your vision memories just are transformed, and in a way I'd say it's a blessing.
So the question that we have on the list, I would say, if you wouldn't mind, if you could try and answer it.
Or I'll have
It's
a
from
bash.
it's from one of the group, and they ask, when we have completed all we came here to do, is this then time for us to enjoy life, or does it end?
Now, is that life is in the body that you leave, or life is in the soul that carries on?
That was the questions written, I would say. That would be
Soul.
yes.
The soul carries on. The love, the laughter, and the moments and the memories are stamped within the soul. That's how I feel it, and that's how I see it. The chapter, obviously, of the life as I was has ended for millions. Some people it's sadder than others. But to realize that this is after, it's like I said, a blessing. You get to see and be with the family still, but it's very difficult for them to realize this with the feel of different energies that you receive. But it's very hard. This is, like I say, I'm still new to all this. But the love you feel from the people, from the soul, when you do transform to here, it's so powerful and beautiful. If I had a heart, I would hold it very close to it still. But obviously that thing's gone now.
I think it'll always travel with you.
Well, we'd hope so, but I've got no arms or legs up here. It's lovely.
Do you find yourself, I've got to ask this, sorry if you find this rude, do you find yourself still chasing about like you did in your TV shows at the end?
Every time I hear the music play, I can't help it but have a little shuffle. It's a little bit of piece of me that I left behind for millions to love, have memories with, and that you can only treasure. It's just stamped in people's minds and hearts, and that I am grateful for, just having that chance to be who I was then.
Another question that's on the sheet, if you wouldn't mind. What should we get excitement from in our human lives?
My excitement and everybody's excitement should be just from setting dreams and having goals. It doesn't have to be big. If you plan to buy flowers for somebody and send them, when they receive them, you get the call of a thanks. It's just powerful. It's love. And life is all about setting goals and wondering what to do. A lot of people think of sadness all the time, mainly due to money. We all have money troubles at times in life. But the real importance is not money. It's people who love and trying to make happiness. If you smile, son, and that smile makes another person smile, you're on the right path, lad. And that's the beauty of life. And it's free.
Thank you. That's a lovely answer, what you've given there. I don't know whether you'd be able to answer this one, but we'll give it a go if you don't mind.
Or
How should we cope with a broken heart?
Oh, this is a hard one. A broken heart could be from a lot of different things. If a heart is broken because somebody's dumped you, in time you get over it. If you get a broken heart for losing a loved one, you never forget. But time again will heal. Well, to be honest, it isn't the heart that's broken, it's the mind. It is mindset. And the mind is a funny thing, but it's a precious thing. And everything in life, when you give it time, and the people around you show you the love and the way, and you stop and listen to them, you'll find your feet stepping forward. It doesn't matter what pace it goes. But if you find something, change goals, put your heart and soul into it, you'll find it'll lift you from the deepest, darkest moments of feeling down if you're unhappy. So the mind is a powerful thing. The heart keeps it going. But the love around you is always there. So don't worry about broken hearts. Because even if you lose people in life, a piece of their heart will always be with you, if that would make sense to you. That's how I see it.
Okay. Who invented the sausage?
Ooh, lots of people, because there's lots of sausages in the world. But I don't know the man who made it itself. Perhaps he was called Silly Sausage. I don't know.
I saw that and I thought you would give a funny answer, which is what you have done. It's just what I thought. I thought this would be quite apt for it.
Well, not all sausages are on sticks, lad.
No.
Some even sausages by meat. And I could be naughty, but I better not be.
I don't know whether you had any pets on the Earth plane when you was with us. Have you managed to catch up with any of these in spirit at all?
We
If
had
you did.
we had a little dog when I was a young lad. And yep, he's here. And yep, he's been with me all the way through. And I will say, when you see animals pass, you will actually understand the connection when you're on this side. But when they're on Earth, what these animals sense is amazing. And I tell you what, if you feel down or are feeling sad, you go near an animal, it'll sense it, and it'll come up and it'll put its nose on you, or it'll try and cheer you up in its own way. And that's what my dog used to do for me. He's my little pal, and I love him.
That's nice. Thank you for that. That will just help to show those that watch the recordings.
No, that's all good. Even the little dicky birds, frogs, all of the little pets, you can see them all. Amazing, wonderful creatures of the earth.
Are you able to answer any more for us this evening, or?
I'll do you one or two more.
Okay. Can we get in life enjoyment purely through the success of others?
Well, that's difficult to answer. I was a father of two, and I had joy in making sure that they were safe, and they had joy in that by feeling safe. But I suppose it's all down to the family and people that you're around, because everybody's circumstances is different. So it's a difficult answer for some people. If you know what I mean, that's quite a difficult one.
It is. I did pick it for you purely because of the success you had while you was down here with us. But
Yeah.
I didn't know whether you also found not just the success you had yourself, but obviously being a father, sometimes people can get enjoyment purely by just bringing their children up and the experiences from others.
Everything I did was for my children. And I would say it's the friends. By God, I was lucky by being in with the right people at the right time. It's all timing in life. That helped me be successful. But I pushed it because I had that vision and drive to. But ultimately, like your children and their children, they will do what they need to do to make them safe and as happy as they can. And that's one thing you can always put a pat in your back for. And even in hard times and good times, to see them smile just lifts you. And it's worth more than money and anything in the world.
Now, as you've mentioned time earlier, they say that there is no time in spirit. How are you finding that?
Well, I don't know. There's no left hand or right hand on the clock here. It's nothing. I remember a clock down there. And 12 o'clock was always my favourite because I'd always get some grub. But they don't even eat. It's very strange because from a tick of a second from what I remember on Earth, you can't gauge it here. It's like you can't answer it. It's I suppose time on Earth is there, so it keeps things in line. That's needed, but then I worked around the clock all the time. But here it just seems to be work all the time, as they would say, speaking of time. I didn't answer that one very well, did I? Because there's no time to answer that here.
No, I think you did. I was just trying to get a gist of, for people that work hard and constantly look at the clock on the planet, how difficult do you find it, obviously, when you pass, to find that there are no watches and clocks to look at, and whether you find this a difficult thing or whether you just
It's not even
naturally just
focused on. Don't focus on it. I think when you was back there, you'd look at the time and you think, oh, 5 minutes to dinner. Because like I say, I always used to like 12 o'clock. But 5 minutes, quite used to take forever. Even a minute can seem forever. But time just keeps ticking on, as you would say down there. I think the only disadvantage with time is, as it ticks by, your journey you're on gets closer to the end by every tick. But if you make it a right journey and enjoy it and bring joy and laughter and keep up the love, every second on earth's worth it. if you know what I mean.
Yes, I think I do. Are you still okay for some more, or?
I think I'm going to leave it there with you.
Okay, well, thank you very much. It's very nice to meet you.
Oh, pleasure's all mine. Don't put my song on though. I can still hear it. I can still hear it. But keep them memories and keep your kids together and keep giving them the love. And that goes to all of you on this circle. You're absolutely beautiful. And you girls, I could give you all a big kiss, but I can't, so I'm just going to send it to you. Kiss, kiss. Goodbye.
Thank you very much.
Hello, everyone.
Good evening to you. You're welcome.
I've been allowed to jump the queue tonight, which is very pleasant.
May I ask your name?
The name I will give tonight is Argo.
Hello, Argo.
This is my first time through. And I'm really enjoying the calming energy. With love, of course. So thank you for allowing me through, Neil.
Have you joined the circle from the other side before, Argo?
I've never come through, but I've been there from the start.
I sense that ethos has helped you through this evening.
Yes, ethos was going to pop through, but backed off and allowed me through instead.
Well, very pleased that ethos was with you to bring you through.
He wants me to assure everybody that although it's been some time since he's come through any of you, he's definitely still involved, keeping us under control and providing you all with the protection and support you need.
Always thank ethos and yourself for helping bring the circles together tonight. And the healing energies, it's very calming tonight. Have you lived in life on Earth before, Argo?
Sadly, I'll have to confirm, no, I haven't. I've had different lives in different vessels. And in all honesty, it probably wouldn't make much sense to most of you here.
What is your role in spirit then, if you don't mind me asking?
I think the best way to describe it is, in your terms, a team leader. I help keep all the guys on track, and I float from one to the other when they need to support themselves in help and direction. And then I have access to other spirits that have the experience to help that particular guide.
Sounds like you're a very busy spirit to me.
As there's no time in spirit, how can we be busy?
You got me back there.
Just joking, because as you know, although there's no time in spirit, we do have moments. That's a better perception of how we deal with issues in a particular moment.
Do you feel that you're, I will say time for us, but do you feel at this present moment, I will say then, that a lot of it is around the earth and its ongoing experiences that we're having at the moment, or is it elsewhere in the universe that you're spending?
I'm concentrating on the earth. There is a lot going on. All the experiences vary, but there are many severe ones. And part of the role of the guides and let's just say the support teams is to try and help human souls overcome the negativity of a situation in order to move forward. Again, in Earth's language, managing their time to eventually move forward. It isn't straightforward. But it can be conquered.
Have you found like a small solution or a small pointed step that would help people with this?
I see our role is to help individuals cope as best they can. And help them find as many solutions of their own. That's one of the major points of living a life on the earth plane and the experiences that it involves. You have heard from Spirit when you realize there is a purpose to everything. But in many ways, that's a contradiction because you often have no idea what that purpose is. One of your many experiences is to try and find out what it is for you to achieve.
Why is it then that, sorry.
Go on, no, you carry on.
Why is it then that, say for instance, when we become in alignment or become mediums and things, we have a change in our life. So I would say that our life purpose is changed for a different direction. But even then, we do not necessarily know and find, why is it so difficult then to find out what our actual purpose is?
It is common not to know what your purpose is. But at times when you sit down and reflect, others will call it meditation, you will be able to appreciate as things happen, changes come with them. Initially, you may not accept it's for the best, but I would suggest in hindsight, further along the line, you will look back and you will recognize how you developed, how you evolved, and how you move forward in your objectivity, in your attitude to life, and starting to feel more confident about maintaining a balanced view of it. It's not straightforward, nor was it ever planned to be. Coming out of the darkness into the light varies from one soul to another on the earth plane. That was planned. Just living your life is not the only issue of taking a life on the earth plane. All lives are intertwined with other souls. Some you have an affinity with, and some you do not. And you will learn from both. And from that I mean from the highs and the lows. Being subject to the limitations of the human vessel and its brain. And by that, I don't count the brain as your mindset. The brain is only a mechanism to manage information flow. Maybe like a computer. All it does is sift and pass and sort information. Your mindset and your third eye, which many call intuition, will sift out what you need at the time you need it. One of the struggles is that many souls don't believe in this ability. A piece of advice for everyone: start believing in this ability. Start believing in yourself. Clear your mind, and the answers you need at a particular moment will come to you. Every soul is equipped with what they need for their latest life away from spirit. However, if you are not in tune with this belief, you will not get the support you always need at the time when you need it.
Would this be to do with overthinking? And if so, what is the best way to stop overthinking? If you don't mind me asking.
You are correct. Overthinking can be a negative. Once in a while, it's useful to consider it as a what if, but if it doesn't come to you immediately, stop doing it. I know it's very easy to say because there are other many other distractions in life on the earth plane. But the more you can live, how to put this, in the now, not times gone by, not future times. I suppose another way of putting it is live for today, not tomorrow. Simplifying what you think you really need. You ask for less, you will actually get more. I'm not talking materially, but I'm talking for peace of mind and all the benefits that that will bring to your life, to you, to your families, and your mutual friends.
Thank you. Just lightening the mood for a moment. So when you're saying living in the moment, some people will try to catch a fly with chopsticks. Would that be trying to live in the moment to slow things down so they can coordinate to catch the fly?
I don't think Neil would achieve that, do you?
Anything is possible, is it not?
Joking apart. It's not one size fits all. But I would encourage distractions from the norm. If you appear to be going off at a tangent and you are enjoying that experience, don't listen to others, carry on doing it. Escaping is another way. I don't mean running away. Nothing wrong with escaping with your thoughts, or even taking time out for yourself. Many ways of doing that. Some people use music, some people use entertainment, some people use their connection with nature, and some people even use their children.
Thank you, Argo, for that. Just going to change tact a little bit here. In terms of energy, obviously we're all brought here with our different skills, I would say, in working with spirit and energies. Is there a sort of a simple thing that all could be able to learn to use energy with, maybe? I mean, one of our group is very in touch with feeling, using, even maybe manipulating energy to help others. But is there something maybe we could all do to maybe learn how to feel our own energy or those around us?
Again, there is no consistency to this. Life planners, as we call it in spirit, they have the job of intermingling spirits that operate at different vibrations to balance one another in a life, let's say on the Earth plane, but on any planet or environment that they choose to take a life in. It is very complex. Just like in your life, some of your loved ones in spirit or friends or attachments, if I can put it like that, may choose to come and take part in your life directly from day one, indirectly, or later in your life to enable the pattern of your life to produce the experiences that you came here to have. Not all experiences are destined to be positive. That's why you see and learn about a variety of situations that do occur to connect with others in your lifetime. Similarly, part of your life plan is to share some of your time here interconnecting with others. If you like, playing your part in their own lifetime and plan.
Thank you.
I mean, multiply that, by more than one or two others, and you will realize for it to work, it has to be very tightly controlled. Sometimes, because you have free will, it will bend, it will go off at tangents. And one of our jobs in spirit, as we guide and teach and link, is to try and help bring things back on track for individual souls.
Thank you. Excuse me.
May
Little-
I step in on that as well?
Oh, hello.
When there is love and there is hate, the change in reaction from the person that feels the love and the hate is the same energy that will force you from love and hate. Everybody has the ability to connect with the energy within. All they need to do is focus and trust themselves. Most people's energy comes from the gut feeling, which is a change in energy or a circumstance that's happened within their lives or moments that someone has passed, which changes their focus. But if they focus themselves on that energy, that can help them connect to the divine spirit that is within them. You're all guided by your loved ones. And if you focus on that, your energies will lift within the vibrations. And if you trust that and go with that, the answers come to mind. And them answers you can share. Or when you connect with spirit through your mind. We are all energy, but focus is the key. I'm just sending you all healing on this circle. I cannot say who I am, because it can upset some people within this group. But I've just stepped in because the love that they hold for me is why I came to speak. And that love within them is growing, and their connection is growing. And I would say it's love of the green of envy. Thank you.
Thank you for your advice.
Well said, my friend.
A pleasure, as always, my brother.
May I ask if you're still with us? Would this be better done in meditation or calling in the family members to help the focus?
If you call in family members, you're clearing the mindset to receive that love. And that is the focus that is needed to help clear the mind and also bring you to peace. It's so subtle, but love can be in so many forms and so many ways. But when you hold love dear to the heart, it opens you up. And you can channel into a lot of possibilities. And at the same time, you find it does bring you comfort. And peace. And when you read for people, and if you open up this way, it gives you divine satisfaction and a warmth sensation. And that's part of healing that you take from reading from loved ones to connect, to pass on the divine love from one to another. And everybody has that ability if they just slow down and focus on that love. Because all the loved ones are here and we all will guide and help each and every one that we're called upon to.
Thank you. I hope you don't mind me asking that.
No.
I don't need to add any more to that. There was enough said then.
I was watching a documentary the other day, and I thought of asking this question. I hope you may be able to answer it. So, as a human, some of us suffer, and you see your parents, grandparents, even children suffering. Now, I watched in this documentary how this elderly chimpanzee left the group and just found somewhere to go and gently passed away of her own accord. How is it that they can do this? I've also known that elephants will do the same thing. How is it that a human cannot do this when their life is in such a, well, there is no life sometimes for them and those around them, watching them struggle and having to help? Is there an answer for this?
Humans are different from the animal kingdom. The animal kingdom is simple. They are there to lead and guide their packs and be there for the strength to protect. When their time comes and they know they cannot protect, they will leave the herd to settle down and rest for eternity. But the traits they have left behind has give the next one the strength to step up and protect the pack. And it is simple. They breed, they feed, and protect. That is their life. That's all that is there for them. It's bred into them through generations. Humans are forever evolving. They're a complex species. And sadly, emotions and feelings do get in the way, and they feel they can't protect their loved ones when they see them in situations of fading away. And some humans tend to hold on to that and sometimes show anger and upset and resentment because the power is taken away from them to protect their loved ones. For when the human species come to the end, if you think of it, that they do wait for their loved ones to give them permission to go. And they will hold on for certain people and things that they need to express or feel around them with the energies. Or if you have a family, part of your energy is with the family, as in children, sons and daughters. For your energy to go, the balance of feeling that energy around you, if you cannot commute with them or talk to them or express with them. But once the feeling of the energy has been by, they then sometimes, as you would say, sadly pass on and transition away. But that energy to them is why they hold on. But it is hard to see loved ones because of the emotions that humans attach themselves to. And life is always going to be a challenge for humans. But when you look at the design of the human and how complex they are to the animal kingdom, lessons are always being learnt and will continue to. And that is just sadly the human way.
Thank you. It's just what I took from it was that it was almost like they had an internal knowing that they took themselves away and then just gently passed in a sleep or went to sleep. And I
Yes.
just...
Yes. Which is
Is it
what
because we are so
everything is.
more emotional than them, and with so much going on around our interaction with the planet, that we do not do this?
That is correct.
Thank you.
There is
Yes.
another significant aspect in that the purpose of a human life is for souls to experience all the emotions, whether they're good or bad. And that's how spiritually we evolve. It's not a question of just sharing knowledge and learning it from a textbook. It's the experience and the emotions that we take back when we pass. That is discussed and shared, but until an individual soul experiences those emotions for themselves, although they accept them, they don't fully understand. It's a significant point for having a life in a human vessel.
Thank you, Argo.
I need to go now. And before I leave, I would like to thank you for allowing me this opportunity.
And from the group, we would like to thank you as well for joining us and sharing your healing. And it has been a wonderful evening for all the questions that you've answered for us. And hope we can do this again soon with you.
You're very welcome. I will leave you now. Thank you.
Thank you. I'll just ask, is the spirit with no name still with us?
I am.
Is there anything you would like to share with us this evening, or any more questions you'd like to answer for us?
All I can say is thank you all for what you do. It is felt here with admiration and the love of all of the circle. That come together and bring the harmony and love. It's just a beautiful energy and brightens up so many souls. If you could see the energy from your circle, you would have the biggest smile on your face and within your hearts. So thank you for what you do and who you are. Enjoy the path you're on. Keep respecting each other and loving each other. I'm going to bid you all a good night. Send you as much healing as needed. And for one in particular, don't worry about the tears that you shed for the loss that you've loved. It's because it's the love within that makes you shed a tear. All the families around you through this difficult time, just take that peace and love. God bless you all.
Thank you so much for joining us. God bless you, and all our love will sit back with you as well. Thank you. If there are no more spirits around us, I will call it a time for us to finish. So time for us to finish now today's question and answer session. We would like to thank Spirit for being here to guide us and working directly with us. That includes our personal guides and for the additional advisors that have joined us in here today to give us the benefit of their wisdom. Thank you for your continued support, and which we fully appreciate and value. We look forward to linking up again with you next time. Before we close the link, I hope you don't mind us spending a minute or two of our time exploring our personal and direct links with Spirit. 2 minutes before I call you back into the room. Time now to focus on your crown chakras. Please, and as and when you have closed it down, break your link with Spirit. Move any residual energy you have down from your crown chakra to your brow chakra, onto your throat chakra, and then to your heart chakra. Further down to your solar plexus, and then onto the sacral chakra, and then down to your root chakra. Allow this surplus energy to move down through your legs and body to your feet. Ground yourself on Mother Earth, please. When you are sufficiently grounded and in your own time, please gently and slowly bring your attention back into the room with us. I think it looks like most of us are back with us. Before I stop the recording, I'm going to introduce Pam and ask Pam, whose Spirit had confirmed as through her eyes of our circle, to relay what she saw with us this evening. Is that okay, Pam?
Thank you, Adrian. And that's a very quick one tonight. And that what they showed me was of a human body, and that stepping out of the shadows into the light. And that what they want us to realize is that it's dark times at the moment for a lot of people. A lot of people are struggling, and what they want us to be aware of is that even though there's so much going on and that it's out of our control, that we can actually have control within ourselves, and that we do need to come out of the shadows into the light within ourselves. And if we do that, we will be able to move on in life and find a way through. Okay, thank you, Adrian.
Thank you. As we end this week's circle, thank you for watching, and until next time, goodbye for now. Take care.